Hi dear friends and subscribers, welcome to the Cricket Happening Show today. And in this part of the Cricket Happening Show, I am going to look at two matches which are coming up tomorrow. Both are 2020 matches. Everyone is watching it with keen interest. The reason being, the 2020 World Cup in Sri Lanka is not far off. That is going to happen in this month, later in this month. So it's not far off. It's almost the countdown time as far as the 2020 World Cup in Sri Lanka is concerned. Well, tomorrow the matches that are coming up, one of a very, very important match that is coming up is between Australia versus Pakistan. Pakistan have definitely won the series, there's no doubt about it. I mean, they have already won the series. But what is going to be interesting is to see whether Australia, who are languishing in the ICC rankings, on number, whatever the ranking number is, because they are below Ireland, that's what we all know, whether they can actually do something tomorrow and beat Pakistan and at least not allow Pakistan to do a clean sweep of the series. That remains to be seen. But looking at what it is, Pakistan are looking absolute favorites, because I know what it could have done to the morale of the Australian team. So that is a match which I would be talking about. So I'll do a brief preview. So there will be more attention given to this Australia versus Pakistan clash, which is coming up tomorrow, which is the third and the final 2020, which is going to be played in Dubai. And this will also be the culmination of the series, the culmination of the Australian tour of the United Arab Emirates playing Pakistan. So that is something. And the other match that we are looking at is England versus South Africa. Now that is also very important, because as you know, every team is watching every team here, because if it's 2020, it's a real preparation for the 2020 World Cup in Sri Lanka. So we'll look at that. But first, what I'm going to do is, I'm going to talk about this Australia versus Pakistan clash, which is coming tomorrow in the third T20, which is going to be played between the two teams at the Dubai International Cricket Stadium. Well, let me look at Australia, because Australia are the ones who are under the pump, who are under lots of pressure from the public, from the Australian public, from the world over. They are really under pressure. They know they have to do well, and with the 2020 World Cup coming in, that is absolutely not good news for Australia. Now, what is Australia going to do? The other last time in my preview, I said one player was sorely missed, and his name is Glenn Maxwell, the man who holds the record for the fastest 50 in Australian domestic cricket history. How would a person of such a stature, of such value to the team, be dropped? That was a real puzzle for me. I only hope that Glenn Maxwell finds his place into the team tomorrow. For Glenn Maxwell, now the team, what is the team composition going to be? I'm sure it is going to be David Warner and Shane Watson. Now David Warner and Shane Watson have to give them some electric start here. Let me tell you that. David Warner has to really, really play big. Then they have Bailey, the captain, who leads by example. He's a good leader, but well, he has been really, really tested against Pakistan. Now, as far as the other batsmen are concerned, the Hussey brothers, well, they always contribute, but it's very high time that the Australian unit comes together and puts up a good score on the board and put the pressure on Pakistan. They have some very good players. Cameron White has to really, really chime in with some good knocks. Glenn Maxwell, as I said, it was a surprise to me that he was not there in the second T20 match, and that were 20 T20 matches, and with Glenn Maxwell not being there. Look at what Glenn Maxwell can do. Glenn Maxwell is not only a batsman, he has already got 150 under his belt as a maiden 50. He is a very good bowler too. Well, he didn't pick up wickets. He gave up a lot of runs. I'm sure about that. But he's still a bowler, and also he actually saves a lot of runs on the field. So he's a real asset to the team. And I'm just hoping that Glenn Maxwell plays tomorrow against Pakistan. Now, what are the bowlers going to do? The bowling, definitely Mitchell Starc. Again, as I said, it was a surprise that Mitchell Starc they didn't bowl the super over. Patrick Cummins was given preference. Unless and until Mitchell Starc was injured on that day, one could agree. Otherwise, it's something very difficult to understand that why Patrick Cummins, an inexperienced person, even though he has some experience, but Mitchell Starc, I would have thought, would have been the ideal person to bowl. The reason being, he has done wonderfully well in the United Arab Emirates, and the Pakistani batsmen have not been finding life very easy with Mitchell Starc, and that too he was a left armer. So it was something, another thing that I would like to put it as a pointer to all the Australian fans here, saying that probably Mitchell Starc is the man to have bowled the super over. Well, anyway, whatever is gone is gone. Now let's Australia look forward to the future and see whether they can stop Pakistan from at least not making a clean sweep of the series. Now Daniel Christian is an all-rounder there, and whether the spinners, I mean, the other day they experimented with Hogg. I think they should still persist with Brad Hogg. He's a very wily bowler, and whether tomorrow, I doubt whether Craig McDermott's son, Alistair McDermott, the pace bowler, would be given an opportunity, because what Australia needs to do is tomorrow they need to stop Pakistan. So probably I'm expecting one change, and that could be we might see Clint McKay get into the mix of things tomorrow. That's probably an opportunity for Clint McKay or Ben Hilfenhaus. Now Ben Hilfenhaus dropped in the second T20 was also something of a riddle, because he's a very good bowler in one-day cricket and in 2020 cricket too. So whether it is going to be Ben Hilfenhaus who is going to play or Clint McKay who is going to play. Okay, let's leave aside Australia and let's concentrate on Pakistan. Pakistan have everything to play for. They are motivated. They are a very confident unit. They would be very happy that their team is doing well just before the 2020 World Cup. Raising the hopes of all the Pakistani fans. Now for Pakistan, what is going to happen? I'm sure there might be, from what one gathers from Dave Watmore, the coach, who has very correctly mentioned that he would like to keep up the winning way. Yes, Pakistan would have definitely loved to play Shahid Afridi just to make their chances all the more better against Australia tomorrow. But unfortunately, with the T20 World Cup coming in, I think it is the right move in not risking Shahid Afridi, the very dangerous batsman, to play, because Shahid Afridi is very much needed as far as T20 World Cup is concerned. Now, whether Saeed Ajmal is going to play tomorrow. Now, team composition. Well, we know Mohammad Hafiz has been doing well. Nasir Jamshed, Mohammad Hafiz is having a very good series against Australia. In fact, it's like winning. He's for the first time he's tasting a victory in a series here, and that too what a way. And tomorrow, if Pakistan could really smash Australia and get to a clean sweep of this 2020 series, what a moment it would be for Mohammad Hafiz and his team. Because Australia have always had the wood over Pakistan, but whether Pakistan can turn it around tomorrow. Abdul Razak, Kamran Akmal, he played a very good hand there in the previous match. Imran Nazir, I'm sure Imran Nazir tomorrow might get an opportunity. He might be in a position to probably flow, because he's such a naturally very aggressive batsman, and tomorrow, because Pakistan are in the driver's seat, there is a possibility that Imran Nazir might really go big tomorrow, whether he can really play his naturally aggressive game and really start putting a sort of real foundation for the Pakistani team. Tomorrow there might be some experiments, but whether they are willing to do that experiment, that remains to be seen. Whether they would like to bring in, they have Mohammad Sami sitting in the ranks, they have Yasir Arafat. Now one does not know what Pakistan wants to do. Whether Pakistan wants to do a clean sweep of the series, and they are already crippled without Shahid Afridi, whether they would risk getting in either Mohammad Sami or Yasir Arafat to get into the team, and at whose expense that is going to be. But looking at what the coach Dave Watmore has said, I have a feeling that Pakistan might stick to the winning combination and see whether they can do this once again against Australia. But really keep an eye on this particular match tomorrow, which is a real mouth-watering clash which is coming up tomorrow. at the Dubai International Cricket Stadium between Australia and Pakistan, which will bring the curtain down on this 2020 series and also the Australian tour of the United Arab Emirates. Well, so now quickly I'm turning my attention, because I have only 5 minutes on this YouTube broadcast, and look at the second match which is going to be played tomorrow. This is again a 2020 fixture. This is going to be played between England and South Africa. England South Africa. There's a second T20. South Africa 1 up now. They're taking England tomorrow at Manchester, at Old Trafford. Now, what is going to happen? Let's look at England and see what England has to do, because England are the ones who are under pressure here. Now, England, well, they have some very good batting. There's not much of experience there, but definitely they have all the ingredients. Craig Kisweeter is a very good attacking batsman. Alex Hales has to really come up with that knock that he played against West Indies. As you remember, he made 99. So he needs to come. That Luke Wright has been in some good form. He has been playing the Big Bash. He played the Australian English domestic tournament. And Luke Wright, let me tell you, he can be pretty dangerous at times. Ian Morgan, you know what he can do with the bat. And then Johnny Bairstow. If you look at the team, it looks like a very strong combination. Johnny Bairstow is a good hitter of the ball. Josh Butler likes to get on with the game. And then we come into the bowling. As far as bowling is concerned, whether tomorrow Danny Briggs, the left-arm spinner, will get his first chance. Graham Swan, Stuart Broad, as you know, he would be leading the side. For South Africa, everything going their way. They have been having a great time. Whether Richard Levy can really show his particular aggression tomorrow and play a big knock, and you know, really explode tomorrow for South Africa. Other than that, dear fans, I think it's almost things are all predictable, and unfortunately I'm also running out of time here in this particular broadcast now. So I might have to end my cricket show by saying that keep an eye tomorrow. 2 2020 matches coming up. The world is watching it. The reason being the 2020 World Cup in Sri Lanka is not far away. So Australia versus Pakistan is going to be the mouth-watering clash. Everyone are looking forward to that tomorrow at Dubai International Cricket Stadium. I'm sure people in Dubai, probably Pakistani fans in Dubai, might have also taken a public holiday tomorrow. I mean, not a public holiday. They might have taken a day off, and probably not a day off. It's played in the evening. So basically, you're back from work and you're ready to just enjoy the match tomorrow and then have a good night. Well, so we are all looking forward to it. So the 2 matches coming up tomorrow in 2020, and then we have the India-New Zealand 2020 series, which probably should kick off because of the first match not kicking off due to rain. So we'll have that first match coming up, but it is not tomorrow, it is day after tomorrow. Well, dear fans and friends and subscribers, thanks for your support, and your host Ram will meet you tomorrow with a full report on both these 2020 matches which are coming up tomorrow. And well, one can say we are all keeping an eye on Australia versus Pakistan tomorrow at the Dubai International Cricket Stadium. Until then, it's goodbye. Thank you.